Marks the 25th anniversary of Essence Fest, and hundreds of thousands of people are expected to attend it. The four-day fest, filled with huge musical acts and speakers and seminars, has made New Orleans a big 4th of July destination. It kicks off today, and Jacqueline Quinn is there live at the party in Armstrong Park. And that party has been going strong all day. I drove by hours ago, and it was going strong.
Yeah, that's right. And this is the silver anniversary. And, you know, a lot of people hear about the entertainment. This is Fonny here performing at the park right now. And for others, this is an event that unites people. Friends come back to see each other during this event. But as we mentioned earlier, this is a party. It was meant to be a party with a purpose.
When people think of Essence Fest, a lot comes to mind.
Well, it just means empowering the culture. So many artists in one place.
Nicole Ellis was at the first Essence Festival. She gives the publication and the event a lot of credit for raising the profile of successful Black women. And she says that's still very much needed.
To me, being a Black woman, a professional Black woman, I think corporate America still needs to get with the program.
Corey Murray is one of the magazine's directors.
Essence is not only about celebrating celebrities. You know, it's not about getting that biggest person to be on our cover and talk about their life, but it really is about empowerment, being aspirational, being inspirational.
Murray says the festival was initially going to be a one-time event featuring musical acts at the Superdome and seminars at the Convention Center over 2 days.
They thought that they would get maybe 400 people at the Convention Center to hear the panels, but 5,000 people showed up. And then the next year, they just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Now, the event regularly draws in about 500,000 visitors. And longtime festival goers like Ellis says the event also helps to promote sisterhood.
Someone taught us to be great Black women and pushed us to be great Black women, so of course we have to keep that legacy going.
And that's why Ellis and people like her hope the festival continues to thrive.
Definitely seeing the numbers here right now. Armstrong Park is pretty packed right now. Again, this is Fonny performing, but they have Big Frida and Common coming up, and that's going to bring even a lot more people. So get here if you want to or you had plans to come here. For now, reporting at Armstrong Park, Jacqueline Quinn, Eyewitness News.